Hey guys, Shane from Jaggs Journeys. Welcome to this week's, this fortnight's live stream here on YouTube. Just a reminder, this is now a Wednesday night that I do my live streams on YouTube, and it's every second Wednesday. So, for example, tonight won't be next week; it'll be the week after. Excuse me. If there's a State of Origin game on, that might change. All right. So, well, I'll keep you informed about that. But anyway, I hope everyone's had an awesome week. Thanks to those who are jumping on right now. Hello to everyone that's saying hi. I appreciate you all jumping on and regularly supporting the channel as well. So, yes, I hope everyone had an awesome weekend that's gone, or I guess I hope everyone had a good last couple of 2 weeks since I spoke to you all last. I know some of you regularly reach out on social media and all that as well. So we've no doubt been commenting to some of you as well. So once again, appreciate everyone's support for the channel and also taking time out of your busy Wednesday night to spend a bit of time talking theme parks with me, Shane from Jaggs Journeys. Just to let you know, also, this live stream is monitored. And so, yeah, just to let you know, this is monitored as well and moderated as well. So hi to everyone that's saying hi. See a few regulars there, maybe a couple of new people as well. So welcome everyone and good evening. And thanks to all for jumping on and saying hi. Just have a quick drink. We'll wait for a few more to jump on. All right. All right, excuse me. Just finished dinner, so racing to get home from work, racing to get dinner done and get on here. So, all right, we've got quite a few on now. So, again, I hope everyone had an awesome couple of weeks since we spoke last, and I hope everyone had a great weekend just gone and week so far this week. All right, so I've got a few things to run through. Let's see. Probably since we had our live stream last, took a visit out to SeaWorld. Hopefully you guys have seen the video. SeaWorld was looking pretty good. Definitely there was a few things that has changed or had changed since my last visit anyway to SeaWorld. For example, that new area across from Storm is obviously has been open a while now. That accesses through into the plaza. I hadn't seen it other than in photos. So it was good to see that. All landscaped there and nicely done. It was good to see most of the rides are open. Obviously, there's a few down on maintenance. The Trident is something that we're not sure what's actually happening because there's no date about when that's going to reopen. So unfortunately, yeah, we're sort of we're not sure about that one. I mean, the school holidays are coming up. You'd think it's going to be open, but I think there might be a maintenance issue with the Trident. Not too sure. We'll have to watch the website and keep our eye on that. And if anyone's there over the next couple of weeks and sees it in operation, send me a photo so that I know it's going. Excuse me. So anyway, so Trident's down at SeaWorld. The battle boats, they're on maintenance, reopening on the 22nd of June. So that's good for the holidays. We've got the Patrick's Jellyfish Frenzy, so in the Nickelodeon Kids area, that's actually down on maintenance until I think it reopens on the 29th of June. So kind of like the end of that first week of Queensland holidays. And then Boots Banana Boogie, that actually doesn't reopen again until the 1st of August. Now that must be going through an absolute complete restoration or something because there's just nothing there at all. Even the signage is taken down. There's nothing there at all. So anyway, oh, excuse me. So that's what's happening at SeaWorld. One thing I did notice at SeaWorld, and I did make a reel and I took some photos on, is they've opened up the access to the castle. So not into the castle, but around the front of the castle. So the old load and unload station for the old chairlift that went across the front of the park and back is now essentially an observation deck. You can look out over the storm coaster, excuse me, and across the park. So it's just a big wide space. It looks pretty cool though, and it definitely opens up access either side of the castle. So it's definitely better than having it all shut and closed off. So that's pretty cool. That's really the only thing new that I actually saw at SeaWorld. Other than that, we rode Leviathan, and that was absolutely awesome, actually. It is rough, but that's, I guess, normal for a woody coaster. But yeah, it's intense. If you haven't ridden it, it's intense. It's fast. It's rough, but that's the beauty of the woody coaster. We loved it. So definitely worth riding. Definitely worth riding, and hadn't ridden it for a while actually, so it was pretty cool. So yeah, Leviathan is always a favorite one at SeaWorld. Other than that, yeah, I think SeaWorld would be a great place to visit for the holidays. Pretty much most things are going to be open, other than those couple of things I just mentioned. The Jellyfish Frenzy opening on the 29th. Boots Banana Boogie will be closed until August. And we don't know what's happening with the Trident. So other than that, Battle Boats will be open again, like I said, on the 22nd, I think, of June. So that's pretty much SeaWorld. All right, just I know there's heaps of people jumping on now, and I appreciate everyone jumping on. Heaps of people saying hello, good evening, hi. So hi to everyone who's saying hi. And by the way, excuse me, if you're regularly on these lives, you know sometimes I struggle to keep up with your comments. So I do try my best. So if I haven't answered your question, just write it again, because then it will come up in my in the feed again. So it's just hard to keep scrolling back and then finding where I was, and then so yeah. If you're asking a question and I've missed it, yeah, apologies. It's not intentional. I just would have missed it. So just pop the question in again. And look, if I do miss it a couple of times, and it's again not intentionally, but always send me. You can always send me messages on Instagram. Always reply to your messages as well. So yeah. So what do we got here? We have I seen the Paw Patrol show at SeaWorld before from Kobe? Yeah, mate. Yeah, I've watched that a few times, and posted a little bit of a video. I think in my last video, the Paw Patrol, I posted on there, even though it was only a snippet, essentially. Yeah, it is a good show. I mean, kids love that, of course. It's definitely a good show at the Nickelodeon stage there. Hey, Bodie, thanks for joining, mate. Appreciate it. Thanks to everyone who's joining anyway. I appreciate it. George is looking forward to going to Heroes and Villains for the first time. Yes, it's coming up very soon, actually. Let me have a look at my dates here. It is on from the 24th of June until the 21st of July. So, yeah. And the good thing about it this year is the 85th year anniversary of Batman, essentially. So I think they're going to do something extra special for the parade, the 5 p.m. parade and show. So, yeah, definitely can't wait for that. Now, that starts again on the 24th, which is a Monday, which is really, I mean, it's good for, I suppose it's the start of the school holidays. It's cool. But I'm obviously not going to be able to get there till, well, actually, maybe even, might be a couple of weeks, because the weekend, that coming weekend, normally I do my filming on a Saturday, but there's a bit on that Saturday with Dreamworld's Snowy Nights and Winterfest. So I might have to skip the first week for Villains and maybe go the following week, which will be week 2 out of the 4-week event. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's just because a video like that, with everything I try and put into the video with my editing, it takes about probably like 7 hours to edit. So it's a whole nother day. So I can't really squeeze that in as well in the weekend, in that same weekend. So anyway, you'll see a video from that as well. And no doubt there'll be plenty of photos and things sent through from a lot of our subscribers and followers. So excited to see all of those things that are coming through from all of my wonderful followers and subscribers. Excuse me, I don't know why I got a crackly throat all of a sudden. Probably because I just finished dinner, literally 2 seconds before I jumped on the live. So excuse me. But anyway, Let's see. What was my first video on the channel? It was a car show. Worst video ever. Really bad. But anyway, excuse me. As you go through, you sort of figure things out and learn from your mistakes and try to improve and all that sort of thing. So yeah, it's hopefully by now I've improved a bit more than that first that first car show video. I didn't really even speak that much on it. It was just really showing a car show. It's pretty average, and I was using really old software, like really bad quality. Anyway, you progress. My thoughts on snowy nights are I mean, it's going to be great to have rides at night for one, definitely. But essentially, it's the Winterfest event at night. So there's really no different other than they do have a VIP option during the nighttime as well. Other than that, I really can't see any difference other than it's at night. There could be some other differences. I'd have to check it out. Hence why I'm going to go during the day and one of the nights. Now, at the moment, they've released 2 nights. So it's the 29th of June and then the 6th of July, both are Saturday nights. Knowing how things like this work in the past, there is a possibility they may release another couple of nights. So, I mean, they haven't said they're going to. I could be totally wrong here in saying this, but sometimes they'll do that. They will actually have another couple of nights up their sleeve, depending on demand. If the demand is high, then they'll definitely put out another couple of nights. So a lot of people get to see the event. I do know that the Dreamworld night markets, I think, have been cancelled on those last 2 weeks of June and first 2 weeks of July. Maybe not the last Friday night of June. I think it's probably going to be on the 28th, just maybe not the 29th. Definitely not the 29th. So yeah, so they might have another night or two up their sleeve for that, possibly. So look, end of the day, it's still I like the Winterfest event at night anyway. I think it's a nicer event at night, but again, lighting, that sort of thing changes the whole atmosphere, I think. So I'm looking forward to the night event for sure, and definitely riding some of the rides at night if I get time. Cool. And again, if I've missed your comments, apologies. Just chuck it in again later on or further down, and I'll hopefully get to it. When do I think the Wizard of Oz will be open? Probably December. I mean, maybe end of November, but I'd say December, probably mid-December. Should SeaWorld get new shows in the Nickelodeon Land Theatre? I think it'd be good if they did. The current shows are good, but they've all been on for so long, and I don't think they've changed. So yeah, I think it would be a good thing for sure. And again, when you change a show, you can advertise new show. Come and check it out. Brings people in. So yeah, particularly around holidays. We're going to SeaWorld on Saturday. Enjoy. I think the weather's going to be good, so enjoy it. Let me see. Zoe Davies is saying it's her birthday today. Well, happy birthday for today. I hope you're having an awesome day. Thanks for jumping on my live stream on your birthday. I really appreciate it. I hope you've had a great birthday today, and hope you're still having a great birthday today as well. So yeah, I hope you have a very happy birthday, Zoe. That's awesome. We got here King Dougie. How are you, mate? Thanks for jumping on. Appreciate you jumping on. Okay, someone else is. George got the tickets for the Winterfest at night for the snowy nights. That's awesome. It should be good. It definitely will be good. Ryder's going to Movie World tomorrow. Enjoy the day tomorrow, Ryder. Maybe you can jump on DC Rivals soon. What did I end up buying in the US? Not too much, to be honest with you. It's very expensive, the exchange rate. Got the where is it? Got the popcorn bucket, the tram tour, Universal Studios popcorn bucket there. Also got the Mario Kart popcorn bucket as well. Other than that, it's a couple of little souvenirs and a T-shirt. I think maybe 2 T-shirts. Really, that was there really wasn't much else, to be honest with you. Pop. Went to the Funko store. Where is it? Went to the Funko store, got a pop vinyl. Oh, it's a custom made one, actually. As you can see, we like pop vinyls. So if you are in Hollywood, you got to go to the Funko store. Excuse me, in Hollywood. I will have a video coming out on that, by the way. It's just I have a lot of videos that I'm still editing from the US trip, which means that's cool. There's more to come, and there's some awesome. Actually, I won't do a spoiler on what's coming this Sunday night, but I've got to work on one that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool video, and it'll have some ride POV as well. So I've got a fair few things going on. Still editing. So I hope you guys have had a chance to watch some of my other stuff. I released a Hollywood Museum video on Sunday night. And if you think, I'm not going to watch that, it's a museum video. It's all about TV and movie and Hollywood history from like movies. And it just blew my mind what's inside that museum. The original costumes from the original Batman and Robin costume are in there. The original 66? And the 1966 motorbike is in there. Catwoman, Batgirl costumes are all original. The original Superman costume Christopher Reeve wore is in there. There's just so many. There's copious amounts. I didn't even cover off everything because the video I was in there for like 3 hours. So, half-hour video. So I had to edit a lot out of it. But I did try to show, most of it as much as I could. And it was just amazing. For $15 entry, it's crazy. So it's worth a watch. It is half an hour or just over half an hour. So make the time to sit down and check it out. It's just really interesting. And just the things in there are just crazy. It's the real deal stuff. Original screen used props, costumes, movie vehicles. Kind of like Batman Legacy on steroids. It's like had everything, like not just Batman, and they had TV shows, had costumes from Marilyn Monroe in there as well. So really cool things like that. Can't see that stuff over here. So well worth the visit. Definitely well worth it. I'll recommend that to anyone. Just anyone. It's so good. Excuse me. So I spent most of my time. I didn't really buy a lot over there. Just spent a lot of my time filming and going to things and just making the most of every day, essentially. I was only over there for about a week, just over a week. Okay. What else we got here? When you reach 10K, you should do a live stream on when you visit 3 parks at once. Yeah, we will have something special for 10K. Actually, I haven't really even checked in the last sort of few days or so, but I think I'm still a little way off there yet. But once again, I appreciate everyone's support. And if you're watching the videos and you're not subscribed, it is free to subscribe. So make sure you click that subscribe button. It does help me out a lot. And just liking the videos and making comments on my videos really helps out the algorithm as well for YouTube. So thank you very much for that. Always appreciate it. And feel free to share my channel with your friends and family who you think may also enjoy my content. Definitely is greatly appreciated. How much did my USA trip cost? I haven't got the exact cost for that. I never really actually totally added it up. But all I know is the flights are now probably half the price that I paid because I literally made the decision a week before I left to go. So I didn't get deals on flights. It was about $1,900, but now it's about $1,000, I think, roughly, return to LA, depending on the airline and where you fly out of and all that sort of thing. Accommodation wasn't that cheap, but again, I wanted to stay on property, across the road from Universal. And there's only really 2 hotels you can choose from, Sheraton or Hilton. So I had to go the cheapest one, so I just went on to, which was it? I think it was Trivago or one of those kind of hotel booking type sites. and just started watching it and waited till a deal came up and just got the deal. But yeah, again, it wasn't, you paid for that. It wasn't cheap. It wasn't like going to a motel. It was a hotel. But it's funnily enough, I didn't really realize. I probably should have researched the hotel I was staying at a bit more, because heaps of movies and TV shows have actually been filmed on property at the Sheraton, and even in like some of the ballrooms and some of the the foyers and the bars and that. There's heaps of history on it. So if I had more time, I probably would have looked into that and shown you guys maybe some. Hey, this is the room from such and such a movie was filmed here. Like I know Beverly Hills 90210, the TV show years ago, back in the 90s. There was scenes or episodes filmed there as well. Yeah, so it's pretty crazy, but yeah, I love it over there. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I haven't got a total cost, but it was, yeah, like theme park tickets. I booked through Klook, so you can get discounts. I got to like buy a day, get a day free, and then I got another day with Express Pass, and then I got a discount on an early entry day. So you just sort of if you shop around a bit, I think on those sort of things you can get deals, but depending on what you do. But it was worth it. If you've never been to America, you know what? As far as we know, you live once. Just do it. Just do it, because if you never do it, you'll regret it later. Maybe, I don't know. Some people are not interested in doing it, and that's cool. Everyone's different. Everybody's got their thing. So it's crazy, because when you land, once you get through the 2.5 hour customs queue at LA, it's crazy. Yeah, you really feel like you're in a movie, like in the movies, because you go outside and all the cars obviously driving on the other side of the road, and all you see is like the big Chevys and the American cars, honking horns everywhere. It's crazy busy. You see the police like it's LAPD. You actually you feel like you're in the movies. So it's pretty cool from that respect as well. And everything in America, well, I can't even talk to LA really. I haven't really been outside of LA, but the everything's just bigger. They spend I always talk about theming at theme parks, but you go to the shopping centers and restaurants and they theme the heck out of those places. They spend so much money on the theming, and it's just awesome. So it's just crazy. I know there's some good places here that do that now, but it's like next level over there. It's crazy good. But anyway, get over there if you can at some point. Just watch out for scammers if you're going to Hollywood. I've actually got a Hollywood video I've done as well, which I'm still editing. That won't be this week, but there's a video of me basically exploring Hollywood. And yeah, you got to be careful. A lot of people targeting tourists for money, saying they're up and coming rap stars, trying to give you your CDs and things like that. They give you a QR code now as well, so they're pretty up to it with technology. But yeah, they're just after your money. If you see like Mickey Mouse or Spider-Man, just don't get a photo, because they're not the real deal. Obviously, they're just people in a dodgy costume. But as soon as you get a photo, they demand money off you. So it's just one of those things you just got to be aware of. I mean, if you're happy to pay, you can pay and get a photo, but the quality of the costume isn't obviously Mickey Mouse, Disneyland quality, obviously. Anyway, you can decide when you get there and when you see for yourself. Can't wait to see more of the US videos. Thank you very much. I'll pretty much try and release a US one every single week, no matter what, over the next. I've still got about another 9 or 10 videos to go. In between then, there'll be obviously like the events that are coming up: Winterfest, Snowy Nights, DC Heroes and Villains. In between that, and then the odd construction update. I always have construction updates either in the form of photos on Instagram or photos and video. And if it's videos, it might just be a quick video just to give you a bit of an update. And it really depends how much is being done, because sometimes there's not much change from week to week. Other weeks there are significant change. So if it's significant, I'd like to show a bit more on a video. for you guys. So yeah, just see how we go with that. Can we see the Glamour Tram popcorn bucket? Yeah, I did not. I think I showed it on. You may not have seen it. Oh, hang on. It's backwards to. Let me grab it. I'll bring it up to the camera for you guys so you can have a look at it. Show and tell with Jaggs Journeys. All right, so this was I went over for the 60th anniversary studio tour at Universal Studios Hollywood, and if you haven't already seen the video, hopefully most of you have. If you haven't, check that video out. It is awesome. I must say, it's awesome because on the 60th anniversary tram tour, you actually get to get off it, and normally you don't get off the tram unless you pay for the VIP tour. You actually got to get off this halfway through and get some photo opportunities with an original Glamour tram like this one here, like a fully restored one. And then you got close to the Psycho House, the actual Bates Motel. You're right there. And that was crazy for me to just be there. Unbelievable. There was Fast and Furious cars there, screen news. There's a King Kong like a photo opportunity and a Jaws photo opportunity all right there. So if you haven't seen the video, check it out. And there's photos and things on Instagram, of course, as well. And I met up with another YouTuber that I follow from the US, German in Venice. Not sure if anyone has subscribed to him. If you haven't, you should. He doesn't just do theme parks. His content is pretty much anything around LA, even Vegas. He's from Germany originally, so sometimes he will go to Germany and provide videos over there as well. Really nice guy. We kind of chat now and then on just through Instagram, and just mentioned that, hey, I'm going for this, and he said he was going to be on the same day and we'll meet up. So I'm like, cool. And yeah, we met up and hung out for pretty much half a day. He arrived after lunch. I was there all day. So I hung out for the rest of the day, and yeah, we got on, and yeah, we still chat now, and he likes some of my stuff, and yeah, it's really cool. He's an awesome guy, and yeah, awesome YouTuber. But these popcorn buckets, so yeah, it's massive, right? So this was like 40, I think it was $43.99 or something like that US plus tax. So all the prices plus tax. So there's works out to be about $60 something Australian, I think, around about. But look at the size of this thing, right? I guess, like compared to me, right? Compared to me, it's massive. Like it is massive. That's right next to my head, right? That's massive. It's cool though, and it's got wheels. And when the wheels turn, Woody Woodpecker's hand moves on the steering wheel, waves or whatever at the front there. Pretty cool. And then there you go. It is a popcorn bucket, so it actually opens up. I didn't actually use it for popcorn, but when you're in park, you get unlimited popcorn refills as well for the day of your visit. So that's pretty cool. I didn't use that. I just wanted to collect it, and it's just too massive. I bought it on the way out. It's too massive, but it does have a strap that you can hang around your neck, which is pretty cool. So yeah, and it has a really cool little clapperboard on the strap as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, expensive. Big. I had I think five of my subscribers. Some of you might be on now, who asked if I could buy one for you and you'd pay me the money when I get back. I just could not physically fit. Like I struggled to get this and that Mario Kart one over there into my bag, and it was it. They're massive and plus very expensive. So I just don't have that sort of dough. But anyway. Yeah, it was cool, and there's a show and tell for you. There's a couple of other Disney ones. They're popcorn buckets as well, but they're from other trips that we went on over the years, so as well. So yeah, cool. So that's that. Hey, the GOV is actually on my live stream. Hey, Mike, thanks for joining. So there you go. He's saying good morning from LA. We were just talking about Mike. We were just talking about how awesome it was to meet the GIV in person at Universal Studios. And here he is on my live stream. So I was just telling everyone to make sure they subscribe to your channel, Mike, and how awesome your content is. And I just love what you do. It's just unreal. And yeah, awesome guy. And I certainly appreciated the time that Mike spent with me at Universal. Because we're both filming as well. So when you're in your zone, you're in your zone. But I'd done most of my filming probably just before he rocked up, which made it a little bit easier for Mike to get what he needed to get done. But yeah, it's good. I'm definitely going to catch up with Mike again when I head back to LA. So yeah, thanks for jumping on. I really appreciate it. Yeah, just so cool. He's saying we had a good time. We sure did. It was cool. It was just cool, wasn't it? Are you going to go back, Mike, and do another studio, another round on the studio tour before it finishes? Because I think the earthquake is open now. That was actually closed for filming on the day we were there. Actually, every day I was at Universal, that it was closed for filming. I went on that tram tour. Geez, maybe about. In the end, I think it was about 6 or 7 times. I just loved it. I loved the tram tour, studio tour. Unbelievable. Just absolutely loved it. And yeah, it was cool to ride it with the GIV. And yeah, we had heaps of fun. It was really cool. So that's awesome, man. I appreciate Mike jumping on. So that's really cool. What else have we got, guys, on here? We love the Hollywood Museum vlog. It made me realize how much I miss and didn't appreciate the backstage tram tour at Movie World and the Batman costumes they had outside the costume department. Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, I suppose, Movie World, they do a good job of it, and it's a shame that that backstage tour no longer exists, because having just done the Universal one, again, it was so cool, and the Movie World one was actually really cool. The fact you got to go through those sound stages was really awesome. And I think back in the day, I was actually years ago working at Movie World for a while, and it was about the time they decided to get rid of those and put the Superman roller coaster in there. And it was because the technology had evolved and they didn't make movies like that anymore. It all turned digital, right? So all that green screen, even though screen and blue screens are still used, I suppose the way it was used is different now, and the way they make people fly is different. The Memphis Belle one, though, that I really missed that, because that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And I was lucky enough to get chosen out of the audience several times to be in that Memphis Belle and on that soundstage. And same with the Superman, actually. I got to do that a couple of times. The Lethal Weapon soundstage they had there, again, that was all based off Lethal Weapon, I think 1 and 2 movies, and how they did those sound effects. Of course, they're probably still done similarly today, but probably a bit more digitally, I'd imagine. So it is a shame people miss out on that tram tour through the studios, because now the studios are locked down. You just can't get in there at all. They're full, and always got something going on. So, and they're hush hush now, very private about what they're filming. They don't want people knowing what they're filming. So yeah, so it's a shame, but yeah, definitely it's good when they had things like the Legacy showcase. They just recently shut down. They sent a lot of that stuff back to Warner Brothers in Hollywood, where it all came from. Some of the stuff that was in there, though, was replica, or the vehicles were obviously all from Movie World here in the Gold Coast. So they are there still, and you'll see them in the upcoming event, which is, again, I mentioned before, 24th of June to 21st of July. You're going to see the Heroes and Villains event at Movie World, and it's free with your park entry, by the way, so you don't have to pay extra for this. But you'll actually see probably 4 of the Bat cars in that parade at 5 p.m. So I remember last time I saw people leaving after the 3 o'clock parade, which is the basic Looney Tune parade or what have you, Main Street parade. You got to stay to the 5 o'clock one, because at the moment, being winter time here, it's starting to get dark, and of course, it's all the lights come on and all the fog, and they're actually it's not just a parade; it's a show and a parade. That 5 o'clock one is awesome. You absolutely must stay and see that for sure. And it's gonna be awesome because it's the 85th anniversary of Batman themselves. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So looking forward to that. And everyone should also look forward to that one. Try and get along if you can as well. Cool. All right. Just going through some more comments. I can't believe the GIV is on my live stream. Thanks again, Mike, for jumping on. That's crazy. I appreciate everyone on the live stream, obviously, as well. What do we got here? Snowy Nights, yep, $10. If you're an annual pass holder, definitely worth going. If you've got friends and family that want to go to Snowy Nights at Dreamworld and you're a pass holder, you can get tickets for them for $29. I think you still save them like $20 or something like that. Raka, was it Raka Wright? Is that where Adam the Woo was staying last week? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, so another awesome YouTuber. In fact, the GIVs hung out with Adam the Woo a number of times as well. But yeah, Adam the Woo here, he was just in Hollywood again last week, and yes, he stayed at the Sheraton as well. So he stayed in the lower part around the pool. I was in the high rise part, looking down on the pool. But he actually did provide a bit of context around the movies that had been filmed in there as well. And that's why I didn't realize how much history is in that one hotel. And I'm sure the Hilton's the same. They've probably got plenty there. In fact, they were actually filming something at the Hilton when I was there, because part of going to Universal Studios and City Walk next door to that, you get a free little shuttle bus which runs from the Sheraton and the Hilton and takes you up the hill. I mean, you can walk it; it's an easy walk. But you've been at the park all day, or you're going to be at the park all day. Who wants to walk up the big hill? Let's take the free bus, right? It's like a 5-minute ride. But when it left the Sheraton, pulled into the Hilton, and there was all these, the big trucks with all the lights and everything and the cameras. They were filming something, and they had an old LAPD SUV there, like one from the 90s. Like it would be a Chevy Suburban. I'm thinking, I love those 90s and early 2000 models, but it was definitely from that era because it had the older style light bars on the top. So obviously filming something, TV show or movie for that era around there. So they're always doing something, always in and around there. And Mike, the GIV, he'd be the one to tell you because he was just at Venice Beach a few days ago, and they're filming a movie there with Nicolas Cage, and he's got Nicolas Cage there right on his camera, in between getting told to go away by the crew and the people holding the umbrellas to block him. But yeah, it was again, Venice Beach is another place where they do a lot of movies. And yeah, the German in Venice, he's always he used to have a shop in Venice up until just very recently. So he would always see plenty going on there when they were filming. But yeah, he was just there in Nicolas Cage right there. So if you check out his latest video, you'll be able to see that too, or one of his latest videos. You'll be able to see Nicolas Cage there. It's on the thumbnail, so you can't miss that one. But it's pretty cool. Always something happening around there. All right, what else we got? I'm going to Australia Zoo on the holidays. That's awesome. I hope you enjoy that. I haven't been there for a while. I have been there, and in fact, there's a video on my channel of Australia Zoo. So if you are thinking of going and you want to know all about it, just search Australia Zoo on my channel, and you will find a video there on that as well. I don't think it's changed too much since my last visit, from my understanding. But again, I haven't been back for a little while, so it might be a little bit different. But essentially, you'll get the gist of it. It's all good. Buddhist Billy saying, smash that like button. Absolutely. Thank you all very much. Appreciate that. What else have we got here? Princess Matter going as Harley Quinn for Movie World's Fright Nights. Couples idea. That's a good idea. That'd be cool. Always good to dress up for those nights. Craig saying, due to the money that Movie World is spending on the Wizard of Oz new themed area, do you think the Doomsday Ride themed area is doomed due to the lack of funds? Well, obviously there's an issue with the ride. That's why the ride has been down for quite some time. Yeah, look, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously they don't divulge what they're spending on and what they've got money aligned to, but um, as they mentioned in one of their fairly recent Instagram updates, they sort of said that there is an issue with the ride, and they're actually contemplating what to do with that. So they know there's an issue. It probably can't be fixed by the sound of it. So the counterweights are removed from the ride itself. So yeah, it's I'd say it's likely that that ride will go, and they're probably doing a master plan for that area. Now, obviously, it takes a lot to plan exactly what's going to go in there. They've got to cost that out too, so they've got to get all the whatever they finally get or decide upon. Obviously, they've got to get their engineers and designers and architects, all those people involved. They've got to come up with, well, first of all, the idea that's got to be approved by Warner Brothers, first of all, and then they've got to go through all that and cost it all out, and then I guess take that to the owners of the company and say, okay, this is the plan is for this area. Currently, have an attraction that's not, doing anything, and we're getting bad press about it, and it's due to the manufacturer, no doubt, or that particular ride issue. So it's not movie world's fault, but they obviously have this, I guess, lemon in their park that they need to address, and they want to have a theme park with every ride working, especially during peak time, all the time, of course, and bring people in. So they'll be working very hard on that, I'd imagine, behind the scenes. We won't see all that, of course. So we're saying, why is still nothing happening? But you got to understand those things happen behind closed doors. We won't see it until something's in concrete and finalized. Then they'll no doubt make an announcement on things. So it could still be another, who knows? Yeah, I mean, we just don't know. Anyway, not sure. Like the area is amazing from a theming perspective. It really is, but it's a shame. I was just there in the weekend, and the actual activations around the area were not working or even turned on. Whereas when I was there, maybe a couple of weeks before that, they were all on, and there was water coming out of the Killer Croc and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on, but maybe it just wasn't turned on that day. I'm not too sure. Anyway, meetups are a great idea. Yeah, look, meetups are going to happen. I actually had one planned. Well, I'm planning one, but then of course, when I had it planned, they decided to put this. I was going to do it at Dreamworld, right? But then all the Winterfest and Snowy Nights events have come on, so I got to rejig it all. I'm going to rejig it. So I will make an announcement, let you guys know when we'll have a meetup. But as you know, I'm at the theme parks here in the Gold Coast pretty much every Saturday, or most of the time. I mean, there might be the odd one where I may not be, but generally I will be. And sometimes I don't know until the day of or the day before where I'm going to be. So, yeah, look, I always stop and chat to you guys. Anyone wants to say hi, I always stop and get photos. In fact, it was funny when obviously the GIV is on the live stream right now. And again, thanks, Mike, for jumping on. When Mike and I were at Universal Studios and we were chatting and we were just hanging out, actually, we'd hopped off the tram, that's right, and we were getting some photos and filming our thing. And this family comes up to us, and I'm thinking straight away, I kind of step back, ready for them to say it's the GIV, and then straight away, like, it's Jaggs Journeys. And I'm like, what? There's like a family from Western Australia were there that follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, and wanted photos. And I'm like, wow, I couldn't even believe it. Go all the way to Hollywood, and someone knew who I was. I was blown away. And so anyway, of course, I introduced them to Mike from the GIV and said, hey, you got to get a photo with the GIV. He's a much bigger YouTuber than I am. So you got to get a photo with Mike. So they did that as well. So they're pretty wrapped. But yeah, again, it was so cool. It was awesome. Really cool. And if Mike ever comes to Gold Coast, he'll be hosted by myself. I'll be taking him around, of course, showing him everything. If he ever comes down this end of the world on the old 14-hour flight down here, down under. One day I'd love to go to the USA to meet actor Tom Hiddleston. Love anything Loki or Marvel. Yeah, well, probably the best thing to do is to maybe check out a lot of the kind of like events they have over there, like the Supernova Comic Cons. Even they have ones that Mike has actually just had one recently, GOV, and they had another one in Burbank, where you can actually, meet all the famous people and get a photo, get the autographs. Obviously, it costs you a bit of coin to do that. They don't do it for free, but it's worth it. So if you really want to meet that person, if you find out where they're going to be, then you just got to make it all align and do what it takes to get there. So the chance of him coming down here to a supernova, see, at the moment, well, I think a lot of the big US actors, they're not all coming to our supernovas and Comic Cons. Like, we get a few, obviously, we do, but I feel that those really major stars that used to come here aren't coming here as often anymore for some reason. I'm not sure why, but yeah, maybe it's just hard to get them here now. Since COVID, really, I feel. I mean, we used to have, I remember Stan Lee before he passed away, he was here. John Travolta, like big name Hollywood stars. I had photos with David Hasselhoff, Lou Ferrigno, who some of you may or may not know who he is, bodybuilder, the original Incredible Hulk from the 80s, probably the 70s, 80s, I think 80s TV show. One of my favorite shows when I was a kid. And I got a photo with him. And for me, that was like, wow, this is the biggest star, I'd ever met, kind of thing. And that was here in Brisbane, but that was before COVID and all that. It's quite some time ago. That was a supernova too. So let's hope some of those big stars come back here. George is saying Oz Comic Con got bought over by owners of, is it Quilting Convention? And they said they don't think guest appearances are that important. It's interesting, isn't it? Whereas, if someone's, if someone's here, and you want to meet that person, well then, yeah, definitely it's worth it. Sorry guys, I know I've been rambling on, but I know you guys have been putting plenty of comments there. So apologies again if I've missed your comments. I will try and just backtrack a little bit, but again, I will just put a comment in again so I can sort of keep it all going. And yeah, just definitely send us a message on Instagram. I'm always replying to as many people as I can. Pretty much everyone I'll reply back to. Cool. So Raka Wright saying, welcome Mike, love seeing you with Shane as I've seen you with Adam the Woo too. Yeah, I'm sure he's still listening. So yeah, I'm sure. I know he loves filming with Adam the Woo. I mean, Adam the Woo was actually in Hollywood. In fact, staying at the next hotel when I was there, but we thought he might have been there the same day as us, but I think he went the day before us, and then I think again maybe a few days after us. I think so. We kind of just missed him. I think Mike actually, the GIV actually messaged him as well, but I just didn't align because that would have been cool to have met Adam the Woo as well. So another YouTuber I've followed for many years as well. Cool. Thoughts on the mazes for Horror Nights? So talking about Horror Nights in Universal. The ones I've seen so far look awesome, and I would love to go. I just can't afford another trip. Well, this year, I mean, unless the prices come really right down. But also, I started a new job when I came back from the US, so I can't get leave. I can't get leave straight away, unfortunately. So, hey, I just want to say a big shout out to Captain Ahmed. Thank you so much for your for being so generous for your super chat there. That's gratefully appreciated. He's saying he's coming up to the Gold Coast. Hopefully me and my son can meet you again at the Winterfest at Dreamworld. Yeah, that's right. We met, was it last year? No, was it last? I think it was last year, wasn't it? Well, it might have been the year before, but I know it might have been last year, actually. And you bought some merch, some hats and stuff like that. And yeah, very, very happy to meet up with you guys again. I'm pretty sure I'll be at the night event on the first so on the 29th. So probably be at the park during the day as well at Dreamworld as well for that one there. But yeah, I hope you enjoy your trip up to the Gold Coast again. Definitely great to see you guys again. You definitely reach out, send me a message, and we'll try and align that. That's no problem at all. And again, appreciate your ongoing support for my channel. I really do appreciate it. You're very kind and means a lot to me as well. So thank you. Can't thank you enough. So thanks heaps. Yes, I hope. Yeah, it was last year. Yeah, I thought it was. Geez, the years go so fast. Sometimes I think that was last year, and it was like 2 years ago. So you never know. But yeah, cool. Definitely keen to catch up again for sure. So thanks again. Concept art for Wizard of Oz interior looks amazing. Yeah, they launched some art, didn't they, on Instagram? It does, particularly how you go one way to go to the Flight of the Wicked Witch, and then you go another way for the Kansas Twister. And yeah, it's the scenery is obviously different allegiance to different areas, which is pretty cool. So yeah, definitely looks awesome. It's great that they're now releasing what those images are going to look like. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Caleb Cam, how are you, mate? He's saying love to see a Mac Extreme Spinner in place of Doomsday. Now, that'd be pretty cool, actually. That would be pretty cool. You know what you should do though is you should email these things into Movie World, because why not, right? I mean, someone's going to read it, so quite often people like you guys who have a lot of interest and experience in rides and coasters and all that sort of thing, why not make a suggestion like that? You just never know. Ryder's saying he's almost there on his Scooby-Doo spooky coaster recreation on Minecraft. That's right, he's building that on Minecraft. So he's very talented, Ryder is. I meet him quite often. In fact, I just saw him last weekend at Movie World. Always a pleasure to say hi as well. That's cool, mate. You'll have to share a photo of that screenshot once that's done. That would be cool. Would I consider doing full-time videos in America? I don't know if I can get a green card, but I tell you what, I mean, wouldn't that be amazing? That would be cool. I feel there's just so much content over there. I mean, I was there a week and I've just got so many videos. I mean, they're very lucky. There's just a lot of content over there. So yeah, look, that would be a dream, and I'd be able to catch up with my buddy Mike at the GIV all the time. Yeah, it'd be cool. And that's why I love his channel too, because he just does so many different things, and it's all interesting and exciting and fun. Oh, I love it anyway. So that would be a dream for sure. But of course, you'd have to be in a financial position to be able to do something like that full time, and also have the right to live in America as well, which you can always apply for those visas. People apply all the time. In fact, a friend of mine just moved there and his family to California. But they're on a business visa. They just bought a business over there. So, yeah, but they're in Glendale, actually, which is not far from where I was in LA. That's pretty cool. All right. Buddhist Billy saying the GIV's in the house. Yeah, absolutely. Love seeing you with Shane. Was that? Oh, sorry. I read that comment already. Couldn't see the 3 p.m. parade on the schedule for this year, Heroes and Villains. Well, that's probably a good thing because, yeah, when they had the parade, I think a lot of people thought that was the parade, and it wasn't the parade. It was a parade. So hopefully that's a good thing then. So people know to stay till 5 for that 5 o'clock parade. Like the Dukes of Hazzard vibes. Where's that? Dukes of Hazzard vibes. I love Dukes of Hazzard, by the way. So I'm not sure where that comment come from, Princess Matter, but I do love the Dukes of Hazzard. And if I had enough money, I would be bidding on because my dream car, if those of you may or may not know what the Dukes of Hazzard is, TV show from the 80s, also became a movie. I think it was 2005. I think it was. And the 1969 Dodge Charger, orange, with the O1 on the side and the Confederate flag on the roof. Generally, if I could ever have one car in life, that would be the one. But unfortunately now, here in Australia, they are so expensive if you can find one. I mean, there's not really any sort of, I don't think there's any real ones. There might be one or two, but mainly replicas. But there's one for auction coming up in a couple of weeks' time at 782 Motors here in the Gold Coast, which is another awesome Gold Coast business, by the way. If you're looking for classic, if you're in the market for a classic muscle car, these guys have amazing cars. So 782 Motors, you got to check them out. They reckon they have a Warner Brothers General Lee in there, but I believe it's it was a Warner Brothers commissioned tour car, I think. So it wasn't used on the show, but I think it was made spec wise, I guess, from Warner Brothers for touring, as they did back in the 80s. They toured around the world, these cars. I got a photo on one. Well, actually, no, I went to get a photo of one when I was a kid. And when we got to the shopping center, there was a massive queue. And I think I was with my mum at the time. She said, "No, we're not waiting in that queue." So I missed out. But anyway, at least I got a photo in the Knight Rider when I was a kid, which was pretty cool as well. But yeah, anyway. So if anyone has a Dukes of Hazzard 69 Dodge Charger that they don't want anymore and they want to give it away, over here, it's all good. But no, they're worth a lot of money now, so I'm sure that won't happen to me. But anyway, they were filming Supergirl in the convention center in Vancouver when I went to Canada. How cool would that have been, George? That's awesome. That's really cool. Really, really cool. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. Did you ever consider doing Disneyland while you were in Cali? Yeah, I did. The thing was, though, I went specifically for the Universal Studios 60th anniversary tram tour. And Universal is probably, I mean, I'm a big Disney fan and my family is too, but this was all about that for me. And I just really wanted to focus on like LA, Hollywood, and Universal Studios for this tour. I could have probably, well, actually, my flight was actually cancelled. I lost a day, but anyway, it's another story. But that was on the way to go over there, so I could have squeezed a day. And if I did, I would have done DCA. That's what I would have done. But if I had gone, because I went by myself on this trip, so if I had gone to any Disney park without my family, they would have killed me. So because to us, that's a family holiday, is going to Disneyland. We haven't been for a few years, obviously, with COVID and everything. So, yeah, so it was considered, but no, it wasn't really on the. It wasn't on the schedule. It wasn't on the schedule. They will dominate Doomsday. I think you're talking about the other rides that are coming, or that could be coming for sure. Big Crouchy, how are you, mate? Sorry, late to the live. Was watching the stream from Sydney Dragway. He's down there. And love watching all the updates, Dream World and Movie World. Cheers, Mick. Yeah, thanks, mate. I appreciate your support, ongoing support, and watching the channel. And hope all goes well down at the Dragway in Sydney, mate. I wish you all the best and safety as well. I hope they do Mars Attack Mazes. Oh, how cool would that be? Mars Attack. That's an awesome movie. I love that movie. That'd be cool. And they need to bring some of that stuff back, I reckon, for sure. Okay. I hope they. Sorry. Shane's really nice. Oh, thanks. This is from Racker Wright, and happy to chat with you guys. I try to let him finish talking first, so he doesn't forget what he's saying. Yeah, that happens. So that's all right. You just keep putting in the comments. It's all good. Let's see. Do you know how busy the theme parks get over the winter period when it's not holidays? So outside of the holidays, they're actually they're not really that busy. They have their busy days. Weekends, obviously, pass holders and that sort of thing. But Yeah, during winter. So what'll happen is after the holidays, and I'm talking not just Queensland, probably after the other states are going on their holidays, they will put more rides down over winter. So if you jump on the schedules on their website, I noticed Movie World has changed. SeaWorld is still like the old style, and it still has the dates, like forecasted dates. So I know SeaWorld has a lot of rides going down like in July after the holidays. Again, they've got to get everything ready for September, October holidays, and then December, January, which is obviously summer peak. So all the rides got to be operational then. So rides will go down. Funny enough, though, when I was in LA, like Universal, it wasn't holidays, so it was off peak. It was, to me, it was busy, but apparently it wasn't busy. But everything was open. There was nothing down. I don't think there was anything down at all. So I don't know how they do it, but I'm sure from time to time there must be rides down, unless they just do it all ongoing. I'm not sure, but amazing. All right. Sad you missed Adam the Woo. Yeah. After you mentioned him in your vlogs, yeah, was sad I missed him, but I didn't reach out to him. If I'd reached out to him, he might have, and maybe again, Mike the GIV, when I was with him, he did reach out to him, but yeah, it didn't align. So he obviously had other things planned. I think he was even at Warner Brothers Studios the day before I was there. In fact, if my flight didn't get cancelled, I would have been there on the same day as him. So that was just bad timing with that kind of thing. But anyway, that happens. I'm sure there'll be hopefully another opportunity at some other point in time. What do we got here? Rivertown or Wizard of Oz? What am I most excited for? Oh, look, I am excited for both of them, to be honest. But I mean, Wizard of Oz, timeless classic. Everyone loves the Wizard of Oz. It'll never go old, and it looks amazing, right? But from what I don't know what the cost of the theming they're spending on that, but for what I've seen on what they're doing with DreamWorld's Jungle Rush roller coaster, that looks crazy good, like US quality good, right? So that's what I'm looking for. But again, I don't want to take the light off Movie World either, because that's going to be spectacular as well. So I'm equally probably excited for both, but I'm probably more excited for the Jungle Rush, just personally, I suppose. But can't wait to visit both of them, of course. We are going on the 29th for my sister-in-law's birthday. We're thinking about getting her merch for her birthday. Do you know how long local shipping takes? So sorry, are you talking about the theme park merch or my merch? I have to ask because I have merch as well. No doubt you're talking about the theme park merch. Local shipping. Oh, look, I mean, I'm not. If it's just local, it should only be about a week, right? But if you're buying anything off my website, it's my stuff's done by a company and it's done made to order. So what happens is when you order something, they then have to make it. Well, they've got the shirts. They have to print. They print it. They print the design, so it goes into production, and that's a 7-day turnaround for production, and then they post out, which is about 3 days, 3 business days, I think. So if you're looking at my merch, so if you're buying just merch off the theme park websites, I think generally you should receive it within a week. I would say if it's local. I'm not 100% sure, of course. Check with the parks on that one. Fright Nights should hopefully be good. It's going to be a screamer. Yeah, we're looking forward to Fright Nights, of course. The arcade at Movie World is going up pretty fast. Absolutely, it is. Excuse me. Definitely going out really fast. What else we got here? Hope you're enjoying your new job. Yep, love the new job. Thank you very much for asking. I went to where they filmed the Wolverine movie, one of the Wolverine movies in New Zealand, where Hugh Jackman walked on the road, and I had to exploding helicopter. I worked on the same. It feels cool. Yeah, that sounds awesome. You're very lucky. That's pretty cool. Definitely cool. What else we got here? Was there? Sorry, I'm just trying to catch your comments there. Thanks for answering. Lewis Fisher. Me and my wife go to Florida quite often from the UK, but changing up to Cali end of August. So your videos came at a good time. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you found them helpful. There's a few more coming out between now and then as well. So you better check it out. And if you've got any questions at all, feel free to drop me message on Instagram. Happy to answer your questions. If I know the answer, I'll certainly do my best to answer your question. I have been there a few times as well, so I'm familiar with the areas, certain things, places to go. I like to go off the beaten track a fair bit as well. So even on this trip I just did, I did go, jumped in Ubers and just went, off the tourist track. I like doing that. So some places are good and safe. Other places you don't feel quite as safe. But at the end of the day, it's like anywhere. You just got to be, mindful of where you are and what time of the day or night you're going to these places. But no, that's cool. Yeah, well, I hope you have an awesome time over there. And again, let me know if you've got any other questions. But I hope you're enjoying the videos in the meantime. What is the movie world equivalent in the US? Is it Six Flags? Yeah, probably is. I mean, well, actually, it's probably a cross between. It's probably more like Universal Studios and because Six Flags is a massive park, right? Massive park. Movie world is a small park, but movie world is sort of movie based, I guess, themed. So it's kind of a cross between Universal and maybe Six Flags, because Six Flags have a lot of the DC superhero theming and themed rides and things like that. So probably a hybrid sort of that, but a movie world's obviously a lot smaller than those parks, a lot smaller. But I sent the link to you on Facebook and Instagram for Movie World and Dream World. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate that. Oh, yes. Thank you very much for that. Hey, Thomas. How are you? Thomas Gutner's channel. I'm good, thank you. Let me see. Are you going to Fright Nights this year? No doubt. I'm there every year. I love that event. Are you going to the Winterfest? Yep, I'll be at Winterfest at Dream World and probably one of the snowy nights as well. Do you have any tips to pat the stingrays? Because I'm nervous. Yeah, look, because of what happened with Steve Irwin. Well, for one, you're not going to be diving. Excuse me, I got itchy nose. You're not going to be diving into the stingray pool. There is signage there on how to pat the stingray gently, and no one's ever been injured, stung, or anything, as far as I'm aware. And they sort of feel like kind of like a rubber or something, I suppose. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool experience. But no, obviously he was the stingray got him in through the heart. So yeah, that was obviously the fatal attack. Very sad too. But yeah, you'll be all right at SeaWorld with patting those ones. Now, again, I think I've got through most of your comments. I know if I've missed any, just pop it in again, guys. I just want to touch on a couple of things though. Obviously, I did, like I said at the beginning of the video, at SeaWorld, they've opened a new observation deck there, looking over the storm coaster up near the castle, which was awesome. We don't know what's happening with the Trident. Still down with no date of reopening as well. Just on Movie World. So obviously, if you've had a chance to look at my Instagram tonight, I'll send some photos today from one of my subscribers and followers, Oliver. He regularly sends me my content during the week. One of the few people that send me a lot of content. And the photos he sent today were amazing. And so they've been posted, and he's been obviously tagged in that photo for providing the photo. So they've craned in a cow at Movie World. They've craned in a cow. So it's not a real cow, obviously. It's a full-size cow, but a fake one. And they've placed that on top of the barn of the Kansas Twister, which is obviously one of the new roller coasters going into Movie World, the Boomerang coaster. So there's photos on there. If you haven't seen it, jump on Instagram, have a look. of that being craned in and placed on top of the barn. So that's pretty cool. And the funny thing is, Oliver says to me, he says, my granddad or grandfather lives on a farm and he has cows, but I've never seen one on top of a barn before. So that's right. You probably haven't, but obviously, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Obviously, the theme of that ride is or a twister or a tornado. So that's how the cow ended up there. So it's all part of the theming, obviously, and it's good to see that they've started now theming in that area. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna sneeze again. I'm not. So yeah, so good to see a lot of theming now, like extra theming now going in, and also Flight of the Wicked Witch posted this again as well. Looks like the castle is, well, I guess the top ends of the castles are completed, and looks like from other angles that the castle is quite near completion. So again, what are we now? We're coming into, so we're in June, mid-June. I guess we're looking at about 5 months' time, maybe 5.5 months' time. It should be open. So with no date announced, but we should be looking at that back end of the year for that being open. So they're starting the theming now, and we saw the video last week. So of what it's going to look like in the inside. Obviously, all the framework for that theming is up in the inside. So now it's just all the theming getting attached to that framework and all the lighting and everything. So pretty cool and exciting. All right, what else we got here? So yeah, Wild West Falls Ride, that's still down. Opens on the 26th of June for the holidays. So keep that in mind, 26th of June reopening. Roadrunner is going to be open on the 22nd of June. That's still currently down. Superman, there's no reopening date scheduled yet. They are fixing that hydraulic issue, so that's definitely good. But we'll just have to keep you updated when that's going to open as well. So yeah. Excuse me 1 second. I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to blow my nose. This is what happens when you live stream and then you start to sneeze. So things happen. Anyway, also with Dreamworld, Jungle Rush, there's been heaps of work happening on the Jungle Rush. More tracks gone in. Obviously, I provided an update on the weekend and the week before. But even today, I know that there's more track that's gone in again from last time, and more of that theming of that block, I guess, brick structure, the panels that are going up, more of those panels have gone up now as well. So more theming has been implemented there as well. And obviously we know the turntable for the inclined turntable is in that piece. We featured that also. So things are happening with the Jungle Rush coaster. And yeah, a lot more track. I reckon we'll see that roller coaster track completely complete probably in the next week or two, probably. And then, of course, all the other stuff's going to go into it to get it operational. But yeah, it's exciting. I do know that the plane that was featured, or I guess in the artwork, the style of plane going in might slightly change to what was pictured, but it'll essentially be very similar jungle looking sort of plane, and it will be still a real plane, obviously, as well. So, but that's other than that, yeah, we should start seeing heaps of stuff going on in Murrissippi Motors. We should start to see some groundwork. Well, there's obviously a lot of groundwork going on, but we should start to see things forming and structures going up in there as well over the months ahead, probably pretty soon. Just talking about the vintage cars. So obviously, as most of you would know, we had a tornado here in the Gold Coast Christmas Day last year, and it went right through the suburbs, through where Movie World and Dream World are, and it really damaged that vintage car area. So obviously has not reopened since then, but the date of the website keeps changing. Oh, it's March, now it's April, It's now changed again. So this was sent to me today by Claire Bear. So she screenshotted the Dream World vintage car of I guess maintenance off their website. So the date now on the vintage cars, it says it's going to reopen on the 29th of December 2024. So we know what that means. That means that the current vintage cars are not reopening because the Murrissippi Motors will be open probably before that date or around that day, right? So, yeah, and obviously they're different cars. The Murrissippi Motors are going to be new versions, totally new design. I think they're going to be electric, from my understanding. So they're not going to be the old petrol operated ones. Yeah, so that means that I guess unless they do a special something for that area, but it doesn't look like the old vintage cars are opening or reopening again at all. So disappointing for those of us that want to ride them one last time for nostalgia reasons. And look, they might still just clean it up enough to have it open for a week or two. I don't know. They might do that, maybe. But that's what the website says currently. We can only go by that until they make any other kind of announcement. But 29th of December, I'd say by then Murrissippi Motors will be open, and then that'll be it. They'll be gone, the old ones, and the new ones open, and then move forward with that. So that's what I think. So anyway, thanks to Claire for sending that through tonight, just before my live stream started. So I appreciate that. Again, anything you guys want to send me through, I really appreciate, because it does help keep not just myself, but it keeps everyone else informed on the channel as well. So, yeah, that's I just wanted to update you guys on that one as well. Captain Ahmed just made an order for jumpers off your website. Oh, thank you very much, mate. That's really appreciated. Hopefully production time is quick. Otherwise, I'm getting an earful from my son. Fair enough. Well, like I said before, there's going to be a 7-day, and that's a 7 working day production time, and then they get sent out after that. Now, the company I use are based in New South Wales, so which is good. I think that's where you're based from memory. So maybe it might only be a day's shipping after the production time. So yeah, but thank you again for supporting my channel and with the merch. And if anyone else wants to check out the merch, it's on jaggsjourneysgc-apparel.com. If you go through my Instagram, there's links on the bio and all that. It'll take you there as well. And I featured it on a couple of videos as well. But yeah, it's appreciated. There's hoodies on there for men, women, and kids. I've got some toddlers gear on there as well. Mainly t-shirts and sweatshirts. There's a few other things on there, and also I think there's a baby jumpsuit on there as well. I think someone's just asking about that. So yeah, check that out. I think there is definitely a jumpsuit on there. I think from memory, I did set one up. The hats on there, just people are asking about hats. So the hat on there is currently, it's a trucker hat with a printed logo of that. So it's different from these hats, because these ones, like this style hat, what it costs me to get done, like, I mean, I make, obviously when these wear out, I get someone to make me another one. But these hats by itself, they cost me like $39 just for a blank hat. And then this printing, I've got obviously a print on the back as well. Embroider. It's not printed, it's embroidered. And that's embroidered and it's raised. This all costs, I think all up, this costs me like $59, I think it is, or something like that. It's not cheap. So I feel that these are too expensive to sell, because that's what you pay for like a LA Dodgers cap, or, a Nike hat, or something like, a label hat, not a Jaggs Journeys hat. So yeah, that's sort of my call on that. I have a slightly cheaper version of this hat, this is a different model of this hat with just a flat embroidered Jaggs Journeys on the front, no raised pieces on there, nothing on the back. And I've got a few of them left I did make, and if you want one of them, you have to message me directly on Instagram. But the cost on those, oh geez, I have to check the price list. I haven't sold them for a while. I think they're like $29. I have to $30. I think I have to check it plus postage. So and postage just went up. It was around $9. Now it's about 11. I think Australia Post are charging. So yeah, so keep all that in mind. But other than that, everything else is done on the website from merch perspective. So Is it Dimes? Is it Dimes saying Jaggs Journeys hats are better than the LA Dodgers hats? My son says you rock. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Tell him I think he's cool too. But yeah, I mean, it depends what you want to pay. When I was in the States, I had a friend ask me if I can get him a LA Dodger hat, and it was like the one he wanted was like $50 US, which I think I worked out was $77. But you can buy the same one here for like $50 anyway, Australian. So I just said to him, mate, just go down to Stateside Sports or Culture Kings and get one because it's just there's no point buying one over there when it's the same hat. So, and the only thing they do different over there is they customize all their hats, which is pretty cool, with the team signatures, and you can do all sorts of stuff. So they're pretty cool. What's my prediction on the release date of the whole of the Rivertown precinct at Dreamworld? Mate, my prediction's probably early to mid December. That's my prediction for that. Movie World Wizard of Oz, my prediction is probably around the same time, but there's a chance that might go, if it's ready, and it depends on the weather, of course, but that might go a little earlier. That might go end of November. The reason why I say that is because of the movie, that Wicked movie, coming out back in at that time of the year, and of course that castle and the Fight of the Wicked Witch, it kind of looks like that movie. So maybe that might be something that they align to. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. Riley's spectacular videos. Hey Shane, how are you doing? I hope to see you at Winterfest. Mate, I'm good. Yeah, mate, if you see me there, flag me down because I'm in my zone. I don't necessarily see people all the time, so come up to me. That's the only way I'll know that you want to say g'day. So happy to say hi. Always happy to say hi to anyone that comes up to say hi. Let's see what here. Our writer's saying he's also making. What's he doing here? I'm planning to do is have the Superman Escape logo on a plain shirt instead of reopening of Superman ahead of the reopening of Superman Escape soon. Pretty cool. You can put on there how many times you've ridden the ride. Was it 150? Something like that. Cool. Do I think they should bring back the Ultimate Terror Tour again for Friday Nights at Movie World? Yes, I do. I think it was obviously a lot of extra money, but there was a lot of value in that, I felt. So I just think that they probably, I think one of the last ones I attended, the content was kind of like quite, like it was really good. Don't get me wrong. It was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But a lot of the content was, they used a lot of, I guess, swear words and things in their Terror Tour show. And I just feel that there's probably no need for that. I think that kind of, sure, it adds a bit of shock factor. I just don't think there's really a need for it. They can get the same scare or, tones across probably without using swear words. I just think that's my personal opinion. I mean, it doesn't bother me particularly, how people choose to speak, but I just think that I think it was the one they had around the Wild West Falls ride when it was closed, and it was that show there. There was a lot of swear words in there and that kind of thing, which again didn't bother me but I just thought that's a bit probably not necessary. That's probably what I thought. But anyway, they do a great job of those Ultimate Terror Tours, and it'd be great to see something come back again too, for sure. Buddhist Billy saying, did I see the super chat? Okay, so yes, I saw the super chat from Captain Ahmed and thanked him for his generosity there. I don't think I missed another one. If I did, I will find it, but I don't think I did. So no, I think that was the only one, and I appreciate that very much. So yes, thank you for that. Now, again, if you've said a comment there and I haven't read it or replied just pop it in again because I'll get a lot scrolling, then the screen moves, and I sometimes lose my spot. So feel free to pop a comment in again, and I'm happy to definitely reply, and also just send us a message on Instagram anytime. That's no problem. I'll get back to you guys when I have the time, and I'm pretty good at that. So obviously during the day I work, so at night I'll respond to anything that's sent through during the day, unless it's a weekend, of course. But yeah, happy to do that. Now, so we spoke about Dreamworld. Again, Winterfest, 29th of June to 14th of July. The Snowy Nights also starts on the 29th as well, which is pretty cool. Vintage cars, we spoke about that. Possibly not reopening. Only the new version, Marisipi Motors. And we also spoke about Movie World's rides that are down. And, of course, the theming that started on the Kansas Twister with the cow going on the roof. It's on the Instagram today. And yeah, Heroes and Villains. We're looking really forward to Heroes and Villains. And hopefully they'll do something extra for the 85th Batman anniversary as well, which is really cool. That's about it I had tonight. I guess getting back to the LA or Universal content and Hollywood content, I appreciate everyone that's been watching those videos. I know some people, they might go, I'm not going over there, so I don't want to watch it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching any of my videos. I have a very itchy nose. Whether you enjoy them or not, but hopefully you enjoy them. It's something different, so I think it's good to. It's great to obviously keep up to date on what's happening locally, but it's also good to see something different, and then to see, I guess, me experiencing things over there in the US at some of the theme parks and other attractions and events. It's really cool to see certain things, and I think I'll only ever really make a video if I feel that there'll be people who subscribe to my channel would be actually interested in as well. So even though the title might be, Hollywood Museum, watch it anyway because it's actually really cool, and it's all to do with, movies, TVs, shows, movie props, costumes, all that stuff that most of the people on here actually enjoy because, we're all into sort of theme parks and Comic Cons and all that kind of thing. And I think all that sort of stuff aligns. So I pretty much show most of that stuff. There will be some ride POVs coming out as well from Universal Studios, which is really cool as well because you can film on a lot of the rides over there, but not all. They still had restrictions at Universal on. Actually, one of the rides was Flight of the Hippogriff, which is one of the Harry Potter coasters. Pretty much, it's just like Roadrunner. But yeah, you couldn't film on that at all, and they're really strict on that. And obviously, the other Harry Potter ride was no filming on that one. Although on my video, because there was a channel I found who had access, approved access to film. So I've put their video in there, and obviously put their channel in there as well. So at least you could see what that ride is about. Now it is a dark ride, so parts of that video or that POV is sort of dark, but essentially that is it's a very smooth ride like on a mechanical arm. Lots of practical sets and lots of screens, so it's a bit of a mixture. Awesome ride though. Absolutely love that one. Yeah, and I think you couldn't film on the Minions ride, although I did sneak a little bit of a sneaky, probably 5 seconds, 10 seconds of footage on that in that video of that one, because that was a simulator, not an actual roller coaster. Lewis Fisher saying, yeah, we're loving them in our house. Be good to see you in Florida with so much going on. Absolutely. Especially with Epic Universe. Yes, indeed. Also, it's Vlogger Central. Definitely. I'm sure you could do some collabs. Yeah, look, I'd love to. Again, just from having met the GIV, and I'm not sure if he's still on the live stream now. He was on this live stream a bit earlier. I met up with him, and it was just cool. We all have the same, interests essentially, and I think that's why we just clicked and got on. So, yeah, I think meeting those people it's fun, it's cool, same interests, and especially when you're going somewhere like by yourself to actually meet up with someone who you've been following for a while as well, and just doing stuff and what we enjoy filming and that. It was just pretty cool. So definitely, Florida's definitely on my plan. Obviously, there's a huge cost to get to Florida, so it was a huge cost to get to LA, let alone Florida. And yeah, I understand there's like so many more theme parks to do in Florida than what there is probably in LA. But yeah, Epic Universe would be amazing to get to. Obviously, won't consider going over there for the opening because could you imagine? You just wouldn't get on anything, and it'd just be like a long way to go, a lot of money to not get on anything. It would just be mad, probably for the first 6 months, I would imagine. But yeah, definitely, it's a place I'd love to get to at some point in time. Obviously, with the cost of living at the moment is very high, so you just got to try and save, and then obviously try and pump out some more videos to try and make a little bit more money on YouTube as well to help fund get there. Helps fund get there as the coffees do, as I mentioned, also the buy me a coffees and the super chats, all that sort of thing. There, that does help support this channel a lot, and if it's appreciated because those buy me a coffees. Yes, I drink coffee. Yes, I do buy coffees in the park. They also help me get to LA and they help me provide these videos, and so it really does support the channel. And I really mean that, and I also thank everyone who has been supporting the channel because it does mean a lot to me, and the people taking interest in my channel and want to support the channel. It is appreciated, and because I want to try and provide you guys with a little bit of different content as well, which I was able to do with that trip. So, and hence why there's still more videos coming, because in that week I was over there, I did a lot, and I just thought, what would my subscribers and followers love to see? So that's the stuff I wanted to film. So hopefully you've all been enjoying those videos as well, and plenty more to come. I've still got quite a bit more to release from my US trip, so which is cool. So hopefully every week I'll have at least one video from that, plus the usual updates and local stuff as well. Jordan saying, I love all the different content from America and Australia. Keep doing what you love. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes, I will keep doing that. What else we got here? Dimes is saying, all your content is awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I would look forward to it, especially my partner and kids. Don't stop. Not planning on stopping. So that's why I left my last job, because they were trying to make me stop. We won't go there now, but we've closed that chapter. New job. Back to this full. I won't say full time. I wish it was full time. That'd be a dream come true. Full time in the weekends. Currently, obviously. So yeah. Buddhist Billy, did you? I'm just sorry. I feel I might have missed another super chat. You mentioned that again. I just want to make sure, and so I have. I apologize. Let me see. I think I only got the one through, but if I have received another super chat, apologies if I missed that. I'm just scrolling through now because I don't want to miss mentioning that. Test of Time Films is saying, "Hey Shane, I really enjoy your USA videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Appreciate that too." I don't think I missed another one. So if you think I have, can you make mention to me? I can't see it, so I don't think I've missed it. So I think I've only got the one there. Yeah, I think I've only got the one. So, but thank you to everyone anyway who's even just on this tonight. It means a lot to me as well. Cool. I think it's pretty much just the last couple of comments here. What do I prefer more, Marvel or DC Universe? You know what? I haven't visited Marvel campus yet at DCA. last time I was there, it was Bugs Land. So that was back in 2017, I think it was. So I have grown up. I've always been into Marvel, but I do love Batman, so DC. So if you're talking about the whole universe, probably more a Marvel person, more so personally. But yeah, I like them both, but more a Marvel for sure. Thank you. Looking forward to more of the US vlogs. Thank you very much. Appreciate that too. Someone else is saying they only saw one super chat. Yeah, I thought so. I just didn't want to miss another one. So, all good. Digging your pop vinyl collection. Do you have a favorite? Have you considered getting a pop figure of yourself? I did that actually, and I can show you. It's not. Thing is, though, it's very limited. So when you're at the Funko store in Hollywood, and again, I'll have a video of that store, by the way, because it's an attraction on its own. It's not just a shop. It is a massive attraction. It is amazing. And even if you're not into pop vinyls, you got to go there when you're in Hollywood. But I did make a pop vinyl over here. There it is there of myself. But it's very limited to what you can choose. So it's just done on like a kiosk. Like, if you go to McDonald's and you put in your order, well, that's essentially what you get. So it's limited. You can only choose certain things. So I had to just choose a guy with a black hat, black glasses, a goatee, and mine's a bit faded now, black T-shirt. Obviously, I couldn't put my logo on the pop vinyl, but I'm trying to source someone that makes the smaller version of the stickers, so I can put them on, and it'll look more genuine, I suppose. So yeah, so I'll show you. Have a look. And they do actually, you can customize the box as well. So now I'm going to get reflection here, no doubt. But as you can see, it is Jaggs Journeys on the box. And hopefully that's kind of an angle you can see. It's in the box. So again, he's got jeans on, white sneakers, black T-shirt, a black hat with black sunnies, little goatee, and he's holding a camera. All right. So again, once I get the sticker on the shirt, the sticker on the hat, yeah, it'll definitely it look more like a Jaggs Journeys, but obviously pop vinyls are hard to sort of get to look exactly like you. But the glasses are actually very similar to what I wear, which is cool. So these to do them at the Funko store, they're $30 US plus tax, and the good thing is this case here is a hard plastic, so it comes with a hard, looks like a tin, with a proper lid. So a lot of the cases you get here in Australia are just the flimsy plastic ones. So this is a really awesome one. So I could just chuck this in my bag and not worry about it for transporting it home. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So pretty cool. Did that in the Funko store in Hollywood. Definitely recommend it. It's a pretty cool experience to do that as well. What else we got here? I'm now designing. Ryder is saying he's designing the Superman shirt. Mate, good luck with that. Like to see that when you're done. Jason Hines is saying this is awesome. Thanks, mate. Do I like Lego sets? I like Lego, but I'm not a Lego collector. I don't have Lego. I actually have. No, I think I might have like one or two things maybe of Lego. I'm probably not even in here on display, but yeah, I enjoy particularly. I like going to Lego exhibitions and looking at the finished product, and I enjoy looking at the Lego store. It just amazes me that the sets are amazing. But to be honest, I don't have time to build, and I'd love to, but I just don't have time in my life between work, filming, and editing. I don't have any more time, and I've got to squeeze family time and chores in between there as well. So, yeah, Lego building is not on my agenda, but I do enjoy Lego. I do like Lego and think it's amazing, especially these days. What they build blows your mind, crazy stuff. Pretty cool. Yeah, I've seen the DeLorean and the Back to the Future, and those are the kind of things I would probably buy if I had the time to build. Of course, I'd be buying that stuff. Obviously, I have I have a Ghostbusters car up here, Ecto one. It's not Lego, but it's just a plastic replica. But yeah, I do love the Ghostbusters. Cool. How much does it cost to ride the Leviathan backwards at SeaWorld? Oh, I think is it 25? Oh, I'm thinking it's 25. You'd have to probably go to their website and have a look because I'm not sure. Maybe someone on here has ridden it recently backwards. Is there anyone that's on here ridden the Leviathan backwards? Not sure. But anyway, it's around that money, I think. It could be cheaper, but it might only be $20 or $15. But I'm thinking 25 rings in my head as 25. But again, I could be wrong. I haven't got my app open at the moment, so it'll be probably on the app, on the SeaWorld or the Village Roadshow SeaWorld app. Maybe just check that out. I'm sure it'll be on there. A couple of people are saying it's $20, so there you go. Thank you for replying. Is it Infinity Dude Gaming? $20. So $20 if you want to ride the Leviathan backwards. That's pretty cool. It's actually not bad. I thought it was 25. So $20. Yeah, that's pretty good. A couple of people are also checking as well. So that's cool. See, it's amazing what you find out on the live stream from everyone else on here as well. So that's cool. Hey, John, how are you, mate? Thanks for jumping on. Appreciate you jumping on as always. Gold Coast Party Bus. Go check them out. So Infinity Dude Gaming is saying the forces backwards are insane. So, yeah, you know what? I haven't done that one backwards, and I probably would do it backwards. Although, if I get disorientated on a ride, I can get nauseous quite quickly. That or spinning, but because roller coasters are fine if I can look straight ahead, follow the coaster. The only one I've really been sick on is Space Mountain at Disneyland when it was dark, so I was disorientated. I couldn't figure out where we were going, and that made me feel quite sick. And I think the opening night of Steel Taipan, after I think three rides on that, but it might have been something to do with the 20 beers I had before that. But I don't know, maybe no, probably not 20 beers, but yeah, that was a bit crazy. But yeah, generally, I think riding it backwards would be cool, and I can imagine the G-forces would be quite different riding it backwards. So definitely on the list to do. Cool. And Carly, who asked the question, saying thank you for replying and giving her the answer to that. No worries at all. John reckons it's deadly backwards and you do get disorientated. Oh, that might be bad for me then. Anyway, it might be on the list one day. We'll see. We shall see. Jellyfish makes me feel sick because it spins around. Yeah, definitely. That's anything spinny is not good. Not good for me either. John's saying he'll do it with me. Well, I don't want to vomit on you though. That's the problem. It could happen. We'll see how we go. Potentially, it's on the list. Have I done DC Rivals backwards? No, I haven't. It's another one I haven't done backwards. So I definitely won't do Steel Taipan backwards, only because it does spin. That's definitely out for me. But yeah, it's we'll see. Definitely riding backwards is on the cards at some point. Adventures with Catboy, Zuma, Rocky, Chase. Sorry I'm late. No problem. Thank you for jumping on. I appreciate it. That's all good. Remember this, you can go back and watch, if you choose to do so, you can go back and watch the live stream if you want to see what we spoke about earlier. So once we finish on here, it will be up available to watch on there as well. So yeah, and just a reminder, so these live streams are every 2 weeks now on a Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Queensland time. All right, so we moved it from weekly to fortnightly, and moved it from Monday to a Wednesday. So hopefully that suits everyone a bit better than a Monday, more midweek and a little bit earlier as well, so we're not going so late. And fortnightly. Although again, if it falls on a State of Origin Wednesday, because obviously State of Origin falls on a Wednesday, I'll probably make the call to move to maybe, I don't know, maybe the Tuesday night, perhaps in that week. So I know the next game's coming up soon. I'm not even sure if I'm not even sure of the date of it yet. I've got to find that out. And I'll let you guys know anyway. So we'll always pop something out on there. A couple other comments just come through from Jordan. I remember when I was younger going on Space Mountain at Disneyland and vomiting after it. Yeah, that's no good. Well, yeah, when I went on there, it was 2017. I didn't vomit, but when I came off, I was feeling so sick. I had to go and buy a water, and then I remember I just sat on this bench and literally tried to sleep upright for about an hour and a half before I came right. It was not good. But then once after that hour and a half, I was fine. It's like when I went to Rainbow's End year before last. It was last year. I think it was last year. And we went on the Stratosphere. So that's kind of like the it's like the SX360 or the Claw, but this one, it goes fully around. And I've got on-ride POV on that video, by the way, so you're about to see the on-ride POV of me on there. That has two modes, kind of like wild and a mild and wild mode, right? Well, because they knew I was filming, they said, "Oh yeah, we'll just keep it going a bit longer." And that was not a good move. When I came off that ride, it took me again probably about an hour and a half. I had to sit down and not move an inch for that hour and a half. And I had to say to them, "I will call you when I'm ready to continue," because they were taking me around for filming on the rides. So it was bad. So I probably wouldn't go on that one again. Again, spinny, disorientation. Oh, it was crazy. Good ride, but like not for me. Done it once. That's the main thing. Yeah. I haven't been to Disney. What is Space Mountain like? Is it rough like most dynamics rides or Arrow coasters? It is, but again, it's been a while since I've ridden it. I don't think it was that rough. It was. I mean, it was full on. Like, it was like a typical Arrow coaster, but the fact it was dark and lots of laser lights and things, disorientating, and that's what did it for me. Because Arrow coasters, I don't mind them. Yeah, I mean, actually, well, the one at Rainbow's End, the corkscrew, that's smooth as. Like, it was crazy how smooth that was. I couldn't get over it, actually. So I kind of think it was rough from memory, but it was just the fact it was disorientating. So someone else is saying they reckon it's pretty rough. I just don't. Again, was it 7 years ago when I was on it last? So I really can't tell you for sure if it was rough or not. I remember us feeling sick. So, but someone else there is Jordan saying it's pretty rough. And it has the Star Wars projections every year. It's trippy. Yeah, that's right. That's what did it. Definitely. Was the corkscrew? Is it from SeaWorld? So no. Well, yes and no actually. So in Rainbow's End in Auckland, they had the exact roller coaster at SeaWorld, exact replica, exact. However, the actual trains from the SeaWorld corkscrew coaster are now the trains on the Rainbow's End corkscrew one. So they sold them to them. So it is the same trains apparently, but obviously the coasters were built at different times. So there you go. Which is pretty cool. Anyway, Big Pineapple is back open again. Yeah, I saw that on the news actually the other night. Big Pineapple was open. I'm not sure. I mean, inside that it was just a whole lot of information about the about harvesting the pineapples and things. But again, it's been a few years since I've been in there. I did go back in the 80s. I actually went to when it was a full attraction, and you go on the little. I think it was a macadamia nut train that went around the park. Because there was a macadamia. I think it was macadamia. It was a long time ago, and they had this restaurant, and I remember they had the most delicious ice creams and sundaes, all pineapple and tropical fruits. It was amazing. So I'm not sure if all that's reopened or if it's just the Big Pineapple attraction itself. But anyway, it's good to see something like that, an iconic Queensland attraction open again as well. Do I know anything? What's that? Do you know about Bermuda Triangle in SeaWorld? Yep, rode that many times over the years, and it still is, or was, one of my favorite attractions, and I would love it to have still been there, of course. But yeah, obviously it's where Storm Coaster is now, but that was the best, definitely the best. Um, do I like the Justice League ride? I like the ride as far as the theming and the attraction is concerned. The ride itself, look, it's okay. It's a little bit, you know, boring in my opinion. It's just for me. But what I do go on the ride, and the reason why I go on the ride is because I enjoy looking at all the theming inside of it. They do a great job there, and I'm big on anything with theming. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so it is cool. It's just, it's not a thrilling ride, obviously. It'd be cool if it was more like Buzz Lightyear ride, or Toy Story ride at Disney. Similar rides but with screens, and that'd be cool. A bit more interactive. But anyway, John's saying the NRL is in 2 weeks on Wednesday. 2 weeks time, so that'll probably fall on this night. So we'll probably make that then a Tuesday live stream that week. But I'll send something out on Instagram to let everyone know what the plan is for that, because I think most people, probably myself included, will be watching the State of Origin on that Wednesday. So yeah, cool. Aussie World hasn't shared anything on the new ride yet. Not yet. No, we're still waiting. So we'll see on that one as well. I mean, there's been bits and pieces. I think it's a good addition for the park, but I don't think it's going to sort of bring, like, it will bring people to the park. Don't get me wrong, it definitely will. A new attraction, something different, extra to ride. Those crowd tours, so when it's busy, it's something else for people to do, and it puts less pressure on the queue line. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's good for the park. I think it's a spinny ride too, right? So it's probably one I won't do. But anyway, we'll see. Tricky, welcome. I'm good, thank you. I hope you're well as well. Can't wait for Scooby 2025. Absolutely. Definitely can't wait for that. And we're thinking it's going to open in the first probably half of 2025. Fingers crossed for that. Can't wait. I hope if they do decide to take down Doomsday, that they repurpose the props and sets for a dark ride. Yeah, my thoughts on that is the same, actually, mate. I think that would be amazing if they could do that, because it is an amazing place in terms of the theming. It is actually really cool. Adam's saying, I hope to see you at the parks again soon. Yeah, absolutely. See me. Make sure you come say hi. Always happy to say hi. And cool. Do I think Wild West Falls needs a retheme? No, I don't think it needs a retheme. I just think they've got to make sure that always all of the effects are working. If all of the effects are working completely to how they should, then it's a great ride. So I don't think they need to change anything. Only thing I would suggest, when it is open at night, for example, for Fright Nights or at Christmas time, do a little bit more with the atmosphere. So pump smoke or fog machines into the area, and make just a little bit extra, not just a couple of lights. I think a little bit of extra effort makes that area amazing at night. But I don't think it needs a retheme. River Ride should come back to Movie World. Well, I don't think. Well, I mean, look, I love that ride. It was awesome. They should have rethemed it to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory if they wanted to retheme it. But the problem was, it wasn't just about that. It was, I think at the time, being a water ride, I think all the bottom of it all sort of was beyond repair with rust. I think something like that. It was something. They had to make the call between fixing and just replacing it, and the cost was, I probably came out while put a new attraction in and go from there. So it is a shame. Again, everyone loved that. But hey, maybe they'll do indoor water dark ride where Doomsday and the sound stages. How cool would that be, right? You never know. Does anyone have photos of Aussie World's new ride? I think there's a photo floating around somewhere. I might even have one, but I'm not sure. I'd have to double check that. They're working on a soundtrack for Wild West Fright Nights this year. That's pretty cool. They should. I think I mentioned that last year. They needed a soundtrack and fog. If they just had those two things, awesome. Cool. I saw it. Was that? I saw it testing. I was working. Apparently, they were working on a. Oh no, sorry. I saw it testing. We went there. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's right. It has been testing apparently. So yeah. Apparently so. Cool. And I just want to say a big shout out to Straws. Thank you again, for your generosity and kindness, and for your support on my channel. Thank you very much. I know you always got work, and thanks so much for jumping on. I'm going good. We've been chatting about US theme parks, my trip to Universal, some of the attractions I visited over there, and more videos to come on the US content. So plenty more still to come on this channel for that. We've also spoken about Dream World, obviously how the Jungle Rush is progressing, more theming, more track. They've got their Winterfest coming up and Snowy Nights events. Vintage car date has changed online again. Now says 29th of December 2024 opening, which in my opinion means it's not opening again because of Murrissippi Motors. And obviously Wizard of Oz, today they craned in a fake cow full size onto the roof of the Kansas Twister barn. I think it's the dispatch station there. So it's on my Instagram if you want to check that out. That photos were sent through today, which is really cool. No date yet for Superman reopening. Heroes and Villains coming up 24th of June to 21st of July. 5 p.m. parade. You can't miss that one. 85th year of Batman as well. That's going to be amazing. And yeah, so lots going on there. Trident, we don't know what's going on with that at SeaWorld. No date for reopening. Not sure what's going on there as well. So, so it's been pretty jam-packed live stream tonight. We've had the GIV, German of Venice, also on the live stream tonight. Or jumped onto the live stream tonight. Not sure if he's still there. He's because it was in the morning in LA. He probably had things to do, but he was on there for the first part of the stream, and I appreciate him jumping on. We caught up in LA at Universal when I was over there, and absolute champion of a guy, top bloke, awesome channel. If you haven't seen his channel, the German of Venice, make sure you subscribe to him as well. His content isn't just one genre. He does lots of different things. He goes to theme parks. He goes to Comic Cons. He films what's happening around Los Angeles. Anything and everything. Conventions. He goes to Vegas. He goes to Germany and he goes back home as well. So such an amazing lot of movie locations. I love all that stuff. That's why I love his channel so much. It's all everything I love in his channel. So he's a really nice guy. He was kind enough to spend time when we hung out in Universal Studios. So, yeah, he jumped on tonight as well. So that was pretty cool to have the GIV, German Venice, on my live stream as well. So I'm thankful to him, to Mike, his name is Mike, for jumping on tonight, and appreciate his support as well. I know he's also been liking some of my content as well. So always appreciated as well. Top guy. So so that's pretty much Straws, what's been happening in a nutshell. Feel free to jump back and watch the live stream if you like early when you got some time later on. But again, thanks for your support. Always appreciated. And haven't seen you for a while, but make sure if you spot me in the parks, hunt me down, say hi, because I don't always in my zone. I don't always see people. I'm just in my zone, so jump out and grab me. Hey. All good there. A couple more comments there. I wonder why Movie World hasn't taken a step towards making a Harry Potter precinct. They own all the rights for the movies. Okay, so yes, they do, but they don't own the theme park rights any longer. Universal actually, apparently, from a theme park attraction perspective, Universal owns those rights, which is why you'll see that at Universal Studios all around the world, Harry Potter, even though it's Warner Brothers. So unfortunately, from a theme park perspective, if it's a Warner Brothers theme park, you won't see Harry Potter anymore. They can't do it. That's what I have been told, and that's my understanding of that as well. So we probably definitely won't see that. I mean, as we know over the years, Movie World has had other IPs, like they had Shrek, DreamWorks at one point in time. They had the 4D cinema there and all the characters in the park. And then, of course, it got sold, or when they'd finished their contract, DreamWorld took that up with the characters. So, I mean, that it comes and goes, but I'm pretty sure the theme park rights for Harry Potter are locked into Universal for now. That's as far as I know. But it would be amazing to see it again. We did have it at Movie World years ago. Diagon Alley, the train, platform, the shop. It was pretty cool. Okay. No worries, Straws. Thought I'd just catch up. All good. Can we see the Mario popcorn bucket? All right, we'll show you that before we sign off for the night. Adam's saying they couldn't get parts for the river ride because the animatronic manufacturer shut down. Okay, that's interesting too. Yeah, right. I hadn't heard that one. But I suppose that old type of animatronic probably was at that point in time. They took parts from SeaWorld rides to keep it going. Okay, fair enough. There you go. What's happening with the Aqualoop at Wet and Wild? Look, we don't know. Nothing's been mentioned. We just know it's closed. It's in, as far as I know, I have heard, but again, you hear stuff and you don't know. Nothing's concrete until it's announced, right? So I have heard that they do want to get rid of it and put a new attraction in there. So, look, that might change. They might decide to refurbish it and reopen it. But as far as we know, for now, it's closed until further notice, and it's closed until they decide to put some new water slides in, I suppose. So yeah, can't really tell you too much more on that one at this point in time. Cool. Favorite color? Don't really have a favorite color. Not really. So I don't really have a favorite color. Black? I don't know. Blue, black, probably blue, I suppose. I don't know. Don't really have a favorite color. Not sure if you have spoken about it. The Doomsday Destroyer, I've heard from a reliable source in the industry that has been decommissioned. I wondered that actually because the counterweights, they got taken off and they're put at the back of the park somewhere. So, okay, well, that's interesting to hear it's been decommissioned. Interesting. That doesn't surprise me based off how long it's been down for, and they've taken the counterweights off it. Okay, well, then I guess they need to probably make a call on what's happening there and, yeah, make some announcements or at least something in between saying, okay, it's currently being decommissioned because we're planning on putting a new attraction in the future, so watch the space. Anything like that would be cool if they could just say something like that maybe. But we'll see. But that's interesting. Thanks for letting us know about that. Jason, yeah, thank you very much. Kobe, I don't have a favorite chocolate. I don't really eat that much chocolate, but if I have to say something, probably anything Cadbury, I suppose. I don't know. Why is that called shutting down? I don't know the reason, but I'm not sure if it's just an old slide or I know it's in need of restoration. But yeah, so it might be the case of they can't. I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with the slide design. I think in the past, a few people have got sort of stuck in it. They have that trapdoor option to get out of it, but I don't know. I'm not sure exactly why, but it is in need of restoration or refurbishment. So it's either that or get rid of it, I think. So I'm not sure. Straws, you're so kind. Thank you very much again for another super chat. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate it, as you know. So thank you very much. So he's saying he's so hyped for Rivertown. It feels like as soon as Dreamworld builds something new, they announce the plans straight after. Yeah, they do, don't they? They should do more Christmas decorations this year. They're a bit slack at that. Yeah, look, I mean, it would be great if they did an actual Christmas event too, right? Yeah, I think it's something. If you think about movie world, the effort that goes in to Christmas there with the tree, all the decorations, and the White Christmas event, it really does feel magical, and it does feel like Christmas. Whereas, yeah, I guess at Dreamworld, well, they had the night market, Christmas markets. They had the Santa there. It did feel Christmassy. I was there on those nights. I did feel like it was Christmassy, and I love the fact they had the music going and they had the performers and everything there. It was still pretty cool. But yeah, look, all those things obviously cost a lot of money to just buy up more decorations and things, but it would definitely add more atmosphere for that time of year for the park. So I agree. I think they should have more Christmassy decorations there, or more Christmas, even an event as such. It's a tough time of year to put an event on. Obviously, we've got a lot of other things going on, and maybe they'll do it from next year, because maybe this year they got Rivertown and Jungle Rush, so maybe it might be on their cards for maybe next year onwards. I don't know, but I'm just speculating, of course. But I mean, it'd be great to see. I think Dreamwood would look great if they had a big Christmas tree set up somewhere, and they could do a really good job of it. They do a good job with everything else, so I'm pretty sure if they had that, it would be an awesome event, and people would come along to that event too. So, yep, let's hope someone from Dreamworld hears this and says, okay, yeah, maybe we should put some more decorations in, or maybe we should do an event. You never know. We'll have to watch the space. But thanks again so much again for your super chat. Again, you're very kind, and I appreciate it, and appreciate your ongoing support as always for the channel. He's also saying Aqualoop was closed because the fiberglass was beyond repair. The parts for it are really hard to find. Yeah, because I noticed actually, yeah, that they look really brittle, don't they? So that makes a lot of sense. Interesting. Looking forward to Jungle Rush theming. Definitely looking forward to the theming for Jungle Rush. The amount of money they spent, it should be good. Wonder what's happening with this year's Christmas event at Dreamworld. Well, you were just talking about that. I don't think they had a Christmas event before, so fingers crossed they might have one. Let's see. We will see. Ryder's saying his plans to go on the Flash Speed Force very soon. You'll enjoy it. It's only a short ride, so it's all over before you know it, I guess. If you can do Superman, you can definitely do the Flash Speed Force, mate. So you'll be right. And Straws is also saying it's the same reason why the Ouija at Dreamworld's closed down, because of the fiberglass issue there as well. Interesting. That's right. They had the DreamWorks Spectacular. Yeah, that was quite a while ago, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. Christmas time. That's right. So many things over the years. Crazy. Imagine Jungle Rush decked out with wreaths and bows. Yeah, actually, and all the fairy lights and that big tree, because they're keeping that tree, as far as I know. It's still there, so that would look amazing. All right, guys, we're going to leave it there now. We've been going just on the 2-hour mark, actually just over the 2-hour mark. So I just wanted to say a big thanks to everyone who's jumped on tonight. Someone's just asking a couple of questions, just quickly coming through. Obviously, you're a Kiwi, yeah, originally. What made you move to the Gold Coast? I've been here for 22 years, so it was probably weather. It was probably lifestyle, really. Yeah, weather and lifestyle. But yeah, been here for 22 years. So I've seen a lot of change in the Gold Coast in that 22 years as well. So definitely it's home, and yeah, we love it here. Cool. I wonder when the plane arrives for Jungle Rush or for Rivertown. Uh, Not sure. Soon, I think. I believe. I think they had to change the model of it. Potentially, it's going to be very similar, obviously. But so the artwork's always an impression of what we might see. So they've never really shown a specific photo of what they're specifically buying. So I think that's the type of plane they were sourcing, and I believe that might have slightly changed or altered. Very similar though. So by the time it goes in, it'll look very similar to the artwork anyway. So yeah, definitely can't wait to see that as well. Cool. Anyway, I've got people saying thank you for the live stream. So, mate, thank you very much as well for jumping on. And I appreciate everyone who has jumped on the live stream tonight, spent your time to chat with me or listen to me chat and answer your questions as well. I really appreciate it. And again, 2 weeks' time on Wednesday, although if it's State of Origin, it'll probably be the Tuesday night before that because the State of Origin Rugby League. We all want to watch that, no doubt. So I'll let you know though, probably that week. If it's definitely that week, I'll let you know that we'll swap it to a Tuesday for that week. So, but moving forward, anyway, this is a fortnightly live stream now on a Wednesday from 7:30 p.m. Queensland time. Awesome. I just want to say thanks to those people that kindly gave me super chats tonight. Is always greatly appreciated. A big thanks to everyone also for just spending your time and jumping on tonight. Again, I always appreciate that. Thanks to the GIV over there in LA for jumping on as well, taking time out of your busy schedule. That's also really appreciated. And yeah, it was awesome catching up with you. And yeah, keep in touch, definitely. Awesome channel, awesome person. And yeah, again, check his channel out, German of Venice. Anyway, guys, I hope everyone has an awesome week ahead. I hope you get a chance to visit some theme parks or do something fun over the next couple of weeks. If you see me around the theme parks on a Saturday, please come up, say hi. I'm always happy to stop and say hi. And you'll get a sticker if you come say hi. And if you want a photo, just ask. No dramas whatsoever. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave it there. Thanks again for watching. And like I always say, we'll see you on the next journey. Good night.